There are more people interested in gaming than ever before. It's not a passive activity. You're not watching another story. You are engaged directly with what's happening. You have agency in what happens.
Welcome to Magic Spell Studios' first ever summer game design camp. We're excited to welcome 10 Rochester area charter school students to learn everything about technology, art, design, creativity, and a little bit of magic.
So the purpose of this camp is to introduce kids into game development. So we want to give them the building blocks of what does it take to make a game, what are the different jobs you can do, how do you design a game, but then to have those tools and resources and be able to do it at home.
I always wanted to learn how to make games.
I've definitely grown my skill set.
This is like a one-time opportunity. No other kids get this.
Omar, if you want to show the screen. See, that little guy right there is a notorious but basic enemy. For the first week, we're just covering tools. We're helping them to learn the basic fundamentals of game design. How do you create challenge? How do you create an obstacle? How do you get from point A to point B in a game to complete a game loop and a narrative? And what goes into making something that looks really simple, but it's actually fairly complex. Maybe we don't have one. So what we're gonna do is we're going to essentially redraw this.
You know how people are like, how did you do that type of thing? It's like peeling something to find the truth and how it's really like, how it's built and stuff.
Programming is definitely a hard process, especially in the beginning. And so I'm trying my best to teach it in a very simple and condensed process. Okay, if you only see two, there's like a little circle.
Omar knows his programming, then he knows how to platform the games and how to structure them very nicely.
You start at 0.
In 3 weeks from now, they will have like a final product game. Each of them will be unique. Once they have these kind of like mechanics down, they'll be able to kind of expand. And we'll be here to kind of help them.
Well, Omar, he was teaching us coding the other day, and I've been learning that for 2 years, and I still did not get a thing about it. When he taught us that one time, I was like, oh snap, that's pretty simple.
Once you actually get that solution and show them how you like your thought process of doing it, it's super satisfying, and they learn a lot from it.
Yeah, you do great work. Like, you help us a lot with like most of these things. We probably wouldn't be able to get like halfway done without your help, to be honest.
I was definitely nervous going into it. I wasn't sure where the students would be at, if it was either too easy or too hard, but like they're right where we need them to be. They're really engaged. They're having so much fun. Yeah, it's going better than I could have hoped. Week 2, we start getting into game design. They're starting to brainstorm their own ideas, starting to workshop that. And we're just going to be refining it for the rest of the camp.
This, in my game, I'm trying to make a zombie apocalypse game.
The game I'm making is like a skate game. The more you balance it, the more high score you get.
So we have all these sprites over here. We're going to try to copy and paste them in the game.
I'm doing great right now with my game right now. I was not expecting to go as planned, actually.
He's working on a parkour game in Roblox. Mine is like a side-scrolling thing where you're a plane or a spaceship and you're just kind of going throughout the game endlessly.
So there's actually a really pleasant surprise has been the kids helping each other out. Like the ones who've like really grasped it very quickly are just going and helping everybody else out.
It was great to come down to the lab today and see what everyone is working on. They've made a lot of progress in a very short amount of time, and they're already starting to learn some really important lessons, like gaming is a team-oriented sport. You can't do it alone. It takes teamwork, good communication, more than just those art and programming skills. So they're doing great, and really can't wait to see what they come up with when we do our showcase next week.
So we're gonna get started tomorrow early. We're gonna wrap up our games, make sure we've got our title screens, our controls, and then we're going to pretty much start preparing for our presentations, the showcase.
Well, the best part of this camp for me was mostly just making this game.
Since I'm already into games and stuff, I felt like this was a cool opportunity.
I'm good at game developing because thinking of stuff comes easily to me. It's been fun. Hard, but it was fun at the same time.
Over the past few weeks, what has really made me feel good is seeing them learn how to actually make games. It's difficult when you're first learning. I mean, anything is. But seeing them and helping them through that process and seeing them make that connection and whoa, okay, that's how that works. And things like that, it's really nice. Now I'm the teacher and helping them through it. It's just a really nice experience.
I am very excited. I don't think I could sleep tonight. That's how excited I am.
Before we begin our showcase, I just want to take a moment to say how very proud I am of each and every one of you.
Good evening. Good afternoon. My name's Shane.
My name is Miguel Franqui.
Hi, my name's Jameere.
My name is Yomar, and I've made a game that's called Witherblade.
Zom 100.
The Impossible Survivor.
I've watched you guys take some really challenging new material and skills and combine it with your own creativity and drive.
Couldn't have done it without the help of my 2 teachers.
When it comes to making games, there are some things you are going to have to let go of.
When people hear the word games, they just think about the fun, flashy stuff. But as you guys have seen, it's a lot more than that.
It came together as a coherent and cohesive product that was both fun and challenging at the same time.
For movements through a platform, that was kind of difficult to do. But in the end, I fixed it.
And you guys took every bit of it and ran with it. I hope that in some way, this camp has made you think about your own potential and what you can do. I remember the first time I started making my own game and feeling watching my character literally come alive. I still get chills thinking about that moment, and it's been magical to show them how to do that, help them find that experience of games are accessible and you can just what's in your head, put it on the screen and make your own little world.
Before this camp started, I didn't really know anything about making games. Me, as a person who has no prior coding experience, can go ahead and learn how to prototype their own game, learn the very basics of coding, learn how to make their own art, and put all that together into one cohesive computer program is really quite magical.
I want to thank the 10 young men who've spent their last 3 weeks with us at Magic Spell Studios. They've embraced our motto of we learn by making things, and it's truly been a pleasure to learn right alongside each of them. Thank you.
Thank you!